Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. I'm super excited to start the series on healing the inner child, and I hope this video reaches everyone who needs it by helping them set healthy boundaries, become more confident, be more peaceful, and also connect to their authentic self. So let's start by understanding what is inner child. किस बला का नाम है inner child? We often hear people saying that go get your inner child healed. It must be the inner child wound. Something must have happened in his childhood, the way this person is reacting in a certain way. We hear all that all the time. Let's understand. The inner child is the younger version of you who still lives in your subconscious mind. It is a part of you that experienced your first moments of joy, love, connection, and also, it is a part of you who felt abandoned, rejected, criticized, unseen, or even unsafe. So, as children, we don't really remember the experiences, but we also create a belief from them. And we carry that belief throughout our life. For example, if the child feels ignored, they may end up believing that I'm not important. And if the child is constantly criticized, they may start believing that I am not good enough. Or another example could be if the child has been constantly abandoned, so they will carry this lifelong fear of being left behind. Although we grow physically, these emotional wounds remain hidden beneath the surface, quietly influencing our thoughts, relations, our decisions, and even our reactions. It's like you stack up books in a box. So from the top view, you're not able to see the book at the bottom. It doesn't mean it's not there, right? The inner child isn't something that needs to be fixed. Rather, it needs to be acknowledged, it needs to be understood, and most importantly, it needs the love, safety, and acceptance that it did not receive in the first place it was wounded. So, healing the inner child is reconnecting with that younger part of yourself and giving it what it exactly has been asking for all along. So, as I said, sometimes it's not the adult who's hurting, it's the child within who wants to be heard. Coming to part 2, why healing the inner child is really important. Have you ever wondered why some situations deeply trigger you? Why a simple disagreement feels like a rejection? Or why being ignored hurts so much? Or why do we keep attracting similar kind of relationships, repeat same kind of patterns, or struggle with same kind of emotions despite our best efforts to change? The answer often lies within your inner child. The inner child is not just a memory of your younger self. It is the living part of your subconscious mind that carries beliefs, emotions, and experiences formed in the early years of life. So, as children, we depend on people around us for love, safety, acceptance, security, validation. When those needs are met, we form a healthy sense of self worth and security, right? But when those needs are not met, then children form beliefs, create beliefs to make sense of their experiences. And this is when they settle deep in your subconscious mind and influence every area of your life. And that's the reason why healing the inner child is so important. Because unhealed wounds don't stay in the past, they show up in the present. They show up in our relationships, our career, finances, confidence, the way we speak to ourselves, or the way we allow others to treat us. So many people spend years trying to change their behavior without understanding the wound beneath it. They would simply try to stop people pleasing, they would simply try to set boundaries, or they would try to become more confident, but none of that really helps. If the wounded child still believes that he or she is not worthy of love, the pattern is going to come back. But when we understand that, it allows us to go beyond the symptoms and work around the root cause. See, when we start healing, something remarkable happens. We stop looking for others to give us what we have not yet given ourselves. We stop seeking validations. We become less reactive and more emotionally resilient. We learn to trust ourselves, we begin creating healthier relationships, and we develop this compassion for ourselves instead of criticism. And most importantly, we stop abandoning ourselves. So, healing does not mean blaming the past, but understanding how the past has shaped you so it stops controlling you. Healing truly means meeting the wounded part of ourselves with love, compassion, and awareness. Because the goal here is not to relive the pain, but to transform it. See, the child within us does not want perfection, it just wants to know that they are safe, worthy, loved, and they're no longer alone. And when that kind of healing begins, the life starts to change. Not because the people around you are going to change or the world around you is going to change, but because your relationship with yourself changes. And this is the kind of healing we all want in our lives. Thank you so much for listening to me. Don't forget to follow, like, and share your healing experience in the comment section.